Talking about the US elections and given the fact that it is now a one-on-one fight between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, the most contentious issue, one of the most contentious issues, if you will, in the US elections has been the issue of abortion rights. And now Kamala Harris has taken a very direct stand and slammed Donald Trump on the entire abortion debate. She has said that if she is elected president of the United States, she will sign a law restoring and protecting reproductive freedom in every state. This comes after the contentious ruling of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. Listen in to what the vice president and now the prospective Democratic nominee for the US presidency had to say.
Hey everybody, so today Iowa put in place a Trump abortion ban, which makes Iowa the 22nd state in our country to have a Trump abortion ban. And this ban is going to take effect before many women even know they're pregnant. And what this means is that 1 in 3 women of reproductive age in America lives in a state with a Trump abortion ban. So what we need to do is vote, because I'm going to tell you something. When I am president of the United States, I will sign into law the protections for reproductive freedom. So let's get this done.
And Akanksha continues to be with us on the broadcast. So Akanksha, this is a huge move and a huge statement coming in from Kamala Harris. Number one, she made the statement, when I am president. So I think she's fairly confident that she will be picked as the Democratic nominee for the presidential elections to face off against Donald Trump. Also, given the backlash that the Republicans have faced in the backdrop of all those anti-abortion laws in several of the red states after the Supreme Court ruling, given the political backlash they've been facing on the ground in several local elections, including governor races, Kamala Harris taking the bull by the horns, if you will, on this entire debate and challenging Donald Trump to make his stand clear, even as Donald Trump tries to toe the line with the Republicans.
Absolutely, Ayushman, because this is now becoming a huge shot in the arm, given the way you talked about how the Republicans have been losing out in those states. Kamala Harris has been fronting this as a major election issue for U.S. presidency this year. Not to forget that Donald Trump, in fact, as a contrast, is only trying to play it down. We've not seen any mention of the overturning of Roe versus Wade back in 2022, this time around when he was making that speech at the recently concluded RNC. But important to also give our viewers a bit of a brief, Ayushman, about why Kamala has made that comment today. Remember, Iowa's strict abortion law has gone into effect from today. And this is going to also mean that abortions will be prohibited after about 6 weeks of pregnancy. And that's on an average of before any women, even before they discover that they are pregnant. So Iowa's Republican leaders have been, also seeking this law for years, and they in fact even gained momentum after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned the Roe versus Wade in 2022. And that's why she's gone on to talk about how this makes Iowa the 22nd state to impose a Trump abortion ban. Remember, it's very important to highlight that Kamala Harris has been emphasizing on the term Trump abortion ban and how Iowa has become the 22nd state. She's also taken to social media. Harris even went on to slam Donald Trump by labeling the Iowa ban as just another abortion ban. And she said that in November we will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans at the ballot box. So she's very confident that she can galvanize all the women because remember, abortion access is now becoming a major contentious top U.S. election issue because it was during Trump era that this ban was imposed by a majority of conservative judges who also, by the way, were Trump appointees. Now, the top U.S. court's decision has also put the question of abortion access largely in the hands of individual states to decide. So all of these states are gradually just increasing in number. As Kamala Harris pointed out, that it's the 22nd state, Iowa, to impose that ban. Trump has endorsed that decision, and he's always appeasing the parochial white conservative belt by posturing himself as a pro-life and as somebody who's against abortion. We'll have to see how this pans out in November, Ayushman.
Absolutely. Kamala Harris there setting the political narrative in place, primarily around the contentious issue of abortion rights. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out on the campaign trail, given the fact that she still has to clinch the Democratic nomination. Thank you, Akanksha, for joining us on the broadcast with that piece.